Party people. Happy Monday. So, today I wanted to talk about, do you know that you have the power to create good or bad? So, I did I don't know what I did. I did something. And I was talking about the fact that people are so excited, right? Like they are so I'm going to say excited because they they're so quick to attach to the bad. And every single time you choose to attach to bad, guess what you do? You create more bad. So then you turn around and say, this always happens to me. I always do this. It's always a repetitive state of keep me in the same place, right? So your alarm doesn't go off. So now you're rushing around. Well, instead of rushing around, take a deep breath and say, you know what? My alarm didn't go off, but that doesn't change how I show up today. It doesn't change it. Like you don't have to rush. And what rushing gets you is more stress, more anxiety. So if we took the time to stop and take a breath, literally just stop and be like, you know what? Everything always works out for me. Like literally saying that. Because the moment you attach stress to any situation, you will continue to get more stress from it. So if we have the power to create, why not say, you know what? I got up late. Everything's going to be fine. I'm still going to make it on time. I'm still going to get where I need to go on time. And let's see what happens, right? Sometimes you stressing, right, turns into you showing up at a job and the job is like, where you been? You always late. And instead of, you know what? Oh, it happens, right? People, you will be so surprised how things can shift if you show up differently. Each and every time you choose, because this is what it is, we choose to show up. I don't want to say like you choose to show up in a space that doesn't serve you. Everything is energy. The amount we put into it, the things we get out, the energy we give is what we will get back, right? You give negativity, you get negative back, right? So you always wonder why somebody snaps off or says something to you left, and you're like, what the hell is wrong with you? Sometimes them fools could be going through their own stuff and don't know how to handle it, right? Like people go through things, and instead of taking a breath and figuring out how to deal with it, or just being honest, right? You show up differently when you're in a state of stress. Stop showing up stressed. Stop allowing yourself to live in a state of stress. You control how you show up. Try that today. Take a breath, respond differently, and see how it is. Because every single time you allow yourself to attach to the negative, look at what you get. Start taking accountability, right? Your mood. You wake up every day, you're upset. What are you upset about? What is the deep rooted reason that you are showing up that way? What is it? Only you could tell, right? Like, what is it that shifted your mood from last night to the morning? What is it? Is it somebody's energy you're around? Is it a situation you need to take yourself out of? Like, sometimes we continue to allow ourselves to live in a space where we don't need to be. We choose, right? We choose to live in chaos. What's going on? We choose to live in chaos. We choose to live in a place where we're not happy, but we're comfortable. Stop living in comfortability and start moving forward. Because the only time that somebody else could attach to you is if you leave yourself vulnerable for that person to react to you, right? Energy is everything. Just remember that. Energy is everything. How you show up, how you allow people to show up, how you let people act in your presence, right? We just look at just Thanksgiving, right? You had Thanksgiving dinner. Look at the people that came. I know it has been a while. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. The people you had in your home or the place you went to, how did they react? Is it the same constant revolving circle of destruction, or was there difference? Right? Because you have to understand, everybody, I know somebody gonna claim, we can't get rid of family. But you can choose to stop going around that destruction, right? You could choose to be in a different place. You don't have to be there. And I'm not telling you not to go around your family, but be mindful of how you show up when you go there and what you allow in your energy. Because what you let it get attached to you, you're going to take home with you. You're going to let it live through your day, because nobody wants to be in a space where people are always negative and dragging you down. Change. You have the power to change your circumstance. Yes, it will be hard. I already hear y'all. It's hard to change. You're right. It is. But guess what? Consistency is key, right? If today you get angry once, take a breath. Take a breath. Right? Thanks. Needs this. Yes. Listen. Stop creating, right? We create stress, we create overwhelm, we stay in a place of overwhelm because we choose to. If you decided today to not deal with somebody's crap, and that's a long drive, New York to LA, woohoo! If you decide today, right, somebody that you like, here's the biggest thing. Let me back up. A lot of people already know the difference in energy. They just choose to play like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? And if you've ever been in a place where somebody walks into a room and all of a sudden the room gets like, everybody seems like sad all of a sudden because that person brought in that negative energy. And sometimes people don't know it's negative. It's what's going on in their head. That's where the energy starts from, right? We create. So if you are at work and somebody comes in, like, take yourself out of the situation, walk outside for a second, take a breath, right? If you're not a smoker, which you should stop if you are, but that's a whole nother story. Take a smoke break, but walk outside. Like everybody takes smoke breaks, right? Take a breath, walk outside, get some fresh air, and come back in. You have to take yourself out of a space. Now, even if you're in your home and you feel the negative energy in your home, take a breath, walk away. Because every time you allow that negativity to continue to grow, because we plant the seeds, right? That nice flower bed, you plant them seeds, and you thought you was getting roses till somebody came up and dropped some more crap into your space. You allowed that. You allow people to come into your space and plant those weeds. So today, create amazing stuff instead of destruction, because that's what I believe we create. We create destruction and then want to ask ourselves, how did I get here? How do you think you got here? You created it, right? You kept holding on to that old stuff. And here's the biggest thing people need to understand. There's a difference on holding on to old stuff and reminding somebody that you're not going to go back there, right? Like if I tell you, you didn't do this, I'm not allowing you to do it anymore. I'm not living in the past. I just know that I'm not going to let you go there again. That's reality. They could believe what they want to believe. They could say what they want to say. I don't have to. Here's the deal. My space, my energy, it's a VIP. And not everybody's welcome in my space. Maybe we should all take that and say, you're not on the list. Today is not the day. All right, y'all, you have an amazing day.